Hello everyone, welcome back to another video in Perspective Drawing series. Today we are going to learn how to draw perfect boxes in two-point perspective in the most easiest way possible. This video is targeted at absolute beginners as well as intermediate students of perspective drawing. Once you start to learn how to draw boxes, you can literally draw anything you like. So let's get started. Before I jump into the tips and tricks of drawing perfect boxes every single time in two-point perspective, first let us understand what are the ingredients that make up this box which is in two-point perspective. Well, in this box over here, we have 4 vertical lines seen here in orange color and 2 sets of 4 perspective lines, 4 going to the right vanishing point and 4 going to the left vanishing point. If we draw all these lines properly, we get a box. Cool? Alright, so here's how it's done. Alright, we have a blank sheet of paper over here and let us begin. So first I will start by drawing 2 lines which goes to the right vanishing point and the left vanishing point. I'll just draw a line like this and I will draw another line which goes like this. So this goes to the right vanishing point, this line goes to the left vanishing point. You can draw this line any way you like. There is absolutely no rule to it. Now we have to draw the front corner of a box. So from this intersection point over here, I will draw a vertical line. Make sure that this line is properly vertical. Now we have to decide what should be the height of our box. Let's say I want my box to be of this height. From this point, I want to draw another set of lines which goes to the right vanishing point and which goes to the left vanishing point. So from this point, I'll just draw another line to the right vanishing point like this and to the left vanishing point like so. There is only one rule that you need to keep in mind before you draw these 2 lines. That is, they should converge in relation to the line that we have drawn in the first step. So if you take the first line, it is converging, and similarly over here, you cannot draw a line from here which goes like this. Now this is where the trick lies. Before you decide upon the width or the depth of the box, first let us extend these lines. So I'll just go ahead and extend the line over here, and this I'll do the same for this line as well. Alright, so we have got 2 points over here. The trick here is decide the width of your box somewhere closer to this intersection point that you have got. If it is not visible, I'll just make it a bit darker. So this is how the extended line looks. Yeah, you can see now. So I will decide the width of my box to be somewhere over here, which is closer to this intersection point that we have got. And from this point, I will draw a vertical. Similarly, I'll decide the depth of my box somewhere closer to this intersection point. And I'll draw another vertical over here. Next step would be to draw the bottom plane of the box. So I'll just go ahead and name the the corners over here. Just name it as A, B, C. So from the point B, draw a line which goes to the right vanishing point. This is a bit tricky. So to get around this problem, draw a line more or less parallel to this extended reference line that we have over here. So I'll draw a line which is more or less parallel to it. And I'll repeat the same from point C. I'll draw a line which is more or less parallel to this extended reference line. So like this. And here we have point T. This is the bottom plane of our box. Now from the point T, I'll draw a vertical line to be the back edge of our box. Now all that is remaining is that we need to draw just two more lines to complete our box. So we can do that either by drawing a line from this point, let us name it as E and F. If I draw a line from point E to the left vanishing point, I get an intersection point over here from which I can connect to point F. Or I can draw a line from point F to the right vanishing point to get an intersection point over here on this vertical line. Now, from where should you draw this line? One simple technique is, let us say I want to draw a line to the left vanishing point from the point E. Now the reference line is over here. So it is at a distance of say so much. And if I decide to draw a line to the right vanishing point from the point F, it is only so much. That is, this distance is small compared to this distance. So I decide to draw a line which goes to the right vanishing point from the point F using this extended line as a reference. So I'll just go ahead and draw a line which is not perfectly parallel to this line but slightly converging. So we have a point over here. Now before you commit to connecting point E with this new intersection point, check if the new line that we have drawn is converging or not. It is converging. So it's all good. So from the point E, I'll just connect this intersection point, which we call G. And we have drawn a box which is perfect in two-point perspective. It is really that simple. You don't need too much of a guesswork or a lot of practice to draw this box in two-point perspective. I'll just darken these edges so that we have a clean drawing. So as I explained in the beginning of this part, the goal of this tutorial is to eliminate as much of a guesswork as possible in successfully drawing this box. The only guesswork that we have, or a bit which took a little bit of effort, was drawing this line over here, because it was at a certain distance from a reference line. Except this, all the lines that we have drawn, it doesn't need any amount of creativity or too much of practice whatsoever. So by using this technique, you can draw a box in any orientation as you like in two-point perspective. Now, the ability to draw boxes is very, very important. Once you know how to draw boxes, you can literally draw anything you like. You can draw cylinders, cones, spheres, or even cars, anything you like. All these sketches basically just started out with just drawing a box and multiplying and dividing in all the three axes. So yeah, practice doing these things. It will be really helpful for you in the future. That's it for this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you understood. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in my next one. Thank you. See ya.